shall stay.
Oliver had just come from the steamworks where he had been mended. Some troublesome trucks tricked him, and he fell into the turntable well. Now Oliver was as good as new, but he still worried about cars. I'd rather not use them, he puffed to himself. But the cars sang songs, rude and loud. Scruffy, their leader, led the chorus. Oliver's no use at all, thinks he's very clever, says that he can manage us, that's the best joke ever. When he orders us about with the greatest folly, we just push him down the well, pop goes the ollie. Percy, Thomas, and Duck were shocked, so they decided to biff the trucks hard.
Northwestman, I'm gonna get you.
Soon there was a big wreck, but the trucks kept singing. At last the engines gave up. We're sorry, Oliver. It's really my fault, said Oliver. I shouldn't have fallen in the turntable well. Toad the brake van felt sorry for Oliver too. Next morning he spoke to Douglas. I'm worried, Mr. Douglas. This disrespect for engines. When is it going to end? Who knows, says Douglas. I've got a plan, Mr. Douglas. May I stay here today and help Mr. Oliver? Why would you stay here, Toad? I'm great with brake vans. We're both Great Western. We must stand together. Certainly, Toad, replied Douglas, and then he huffed away. Soon, Toad explained his plan. Goodness gracious, Toad, I don't think you should suggest such a thing to Oliver. But Oliver interrupted. No, Duck, Toad is right. We must destroy all the troublesome trucks. That's not what I suggested, Mr. Oliver. We'll break them into 1,000,000 pieces. All right, Oliver, I'm with you. But we can't destroy all the trucks. Soon we'll destroy every truck on Sodor. Don't you think that's a bit too far? What do you mean, Toad? It was your suggestion. Now wait just a second. I never said it's a great plan, Toad. And it's the Great Western Way. Soon the engines arrived at the train yard. The trucks began to laugh at them. Ready, Oliver? Ready, Duck. I don't think this is a good idea. Then there was trouble. Oh, Oliver. Mr. Oliver, please stop! Duck, duck, caboose! Mr. Duck, this isn't the way! Soon, only Scruffy remained. Oliver latched on his front, and Duck latched onto his back. And the engines pulled and pulled. Please don't destroy him. It's not the Great Western Way. The engines pulled and pulled. Soon, Handel came by with a load of dynamite. Then there was trouble. Sir Topham Hatt won't be happy about that. Scruffy had been destroyed completely. Just then, Sir Topham Hatt stopped by. Well, Oliver, don't know your own strength, is that it? I can't tell a lie, Sir Topham Hatt. This was all Toad's idea. What? Me? Is that so, Duck? It's quite true, Sir Topham Hatt. But Toad wanted us to destroy all the troublesome trucks. I tried talking you out of it. Well, Toad, we know just what to do with spiteful brake vans. Yahoo! Oh, please slow down, Mr. James. Hasty Hannah never complained this much. Nowadays, Oliver usually just pulls coaches. He doesn't pull the cars unless the other engines are busy. But the troublesome trucks are always quick to warn each other. Be careful with Oliver and with Duck. They're not the steam team. They're the green team.
Okay, so let's play.
Long ago, Sir Handel and Peter Sam worked with Duke on his railway. But Sir Handel still had a lot to learn. One day, Sir Topham Hatt came to see him. I'm pleased with your work so far, but now you must learn a difficult part of the road. I call it the mountain line. Sir Handel was excited. Oh yes, please, sir. Tomorrow, you will go on it. Duke will explain everything. Humph, thought Sir Handel. Duke's an old fusspot. The next day, Sir Handel met up with Duke. Listen, warned Duke. The mountain road is difficult. I'll lead. No, snapped Sir Handel. I'll lead. How can I learn the route with you lumbering ahead and blocking the view? Suit yourself, said Duke. But never mind the view. Look at the track. The two engines set off. Look at the track, puffed Duke. Never mind the view. You're just an old fusspot and a fuddy-duddy, replied Sir Handel. The engine's speed grew slower and slower. Don't dawdle, said Sir Handel. No hurry, replied Duke. Soon they approached a tunnel. Sir Handel didn't like the tunnel. It was curved and he couldn't see. I want to get out, he cried. One moment, everything seemed all right. But then suddenly, Sir Handel fell off the tracks. Sir Handel was derailed and hung dangerously over the edge. Duke bravely hung on with all his might. Stop shaking, he called. I can't hold you if you shake. Duke's driver and firemen worked quickly to make the two engines safe again. Then came more trouble. Water, cried the firemen. Duke needs more water. Luckily, the Sodor Search and Rescue Center was nearby. Where's the fire? No fire, Flynn. We just need water. Sounds like a job for the Sodor Search and Rescue Center. I'm a hero. You want water? Hit it, fellas! Steve! What's going on down there? We're saving you! You're getting me wet! Stay with it, boys! We've almost got him! Hang on, Sir Handel! This is a tough one, fellas. Better call in air support. Sir Handel, no! No need to thank us. I'm a hero. Say, you're not James. My name is Sir Handel. Who are you? My name's Philip. I beat Gordon in a race once.
Okay, so let's play.
Oliver and Duck love working together on Duck's branch line. The two engines are proud of their matching coats of paint. Oliver often talks about the time Douglas saved him from scrap. The other engines all wanted to know about Oliver's adventures. Amazing, said Henry. Oliver, said James, has resource. And sagacity, added Gordon. What does that mean? Whispered Percy. Sagacity's what you get when you digest the wrong type of coal, said Thomas. He is, finished Gordon. An example to us all. This made Oliver very puffed up in the funnel. Henry says I'm amazing. He is right, Oliver said to himself. One day, Sir Topham Hatt came to see him. You are doing well, but now you must learn to look after freight cars. Every wise engine knows you cannot trust freight cars. The other engines tried to warn Oliver, but Oliver took no notice. You think I can't manage, he said huffily. Gordon knows better. He says I'm sagacious. You may be good gracious, or whatever you call it, but cars can be troublesome. And, say no more, Duck, Donald interrupted. It's a pity, but the wee engine will have to learn for himself. Oliver shunted some full cars off into a siding. Then he pushed the empty cars to the chute. Oliver was working hard and needed to be filled up on coal. Oliver went to the coal filling chute. As he was filling, he began to feel strange. Wow! I feel like I can shunt anything. Oliver took off quickly. He was feeling very jittery after the coal. Must shunt trucks. Oliver shunted the trucks very quickly. No matter how many trucks he was pushing, he started shunting more and more. Slow down, all the trucks cried. But Oliver couldn't stop. I'm the strongest engine on Sodor, he said. I'm amazing and resourceful and sagacious. Oliver was moving backwards and not looking where he was going. The turntable was misaligned. Then there was trouble. Oliver lay bruised and bemused, bunker down in the turntable well. Duck surveyed the damage. Hello, Oliver. Are you being a good gracious engine? Get me back on track, Duck. I can shunt them all. My goodness, Oliver. What has gotten into you? Later on, Oliver was being hauled gently to safety. I'm sorry, sir, he said. I don't know what got into me. I filled up on coal and started feeling all jittery. Coal, you say? From the Crosby coal hopper? The very same, said Oliver. Oh, that's not coal. Those are coffee beans. I keep them here next to the water tower. One never knows when a truck full of cake will come in, but at least we know why you felt so jittery. Later on at Tidmouth I feel just terrible about Oliver. It's ironic he digested the wrong coal. I guess that's what sagacious really does mean. Well, at least we learned a valuable lesson. You should never be too full of yourself. Full of yourself? Or full of coffee? Hey, has anyone seen Toby? Here I am, Thomas. Wow, Toby, you came in fast. Yeah, I just filled up on coal at the coal hopper. Has anyone seen Hasty Hannah? I think I'd like to take her for a spin around the island. Oh well, gotta go. See you around, fellas. Well, here we go again.
Okay, so let's play.
It was almost Christmas time. Many children were expected on the island of Sodor. All the engines were busy with the final preparations. Sir Topham Hatt wanted this year's Carol Festival to be extra special. Sir Topham Hatt was waiting impatiently for Thomas. Our Christmas tree has arrived just in time. I want you to go and fetch the Christmas tree. Duck can look after Annie and Clarabelle. So Duck loaded up to Annie and Clarabelle. It's the Great Western Way. And off Thomas went on his important mission. Thomas safely collected the tree, but large snowdrifts lay ahead. Oh bother, said Thomas. I mustn't be late. The children are depending on me. Thomas whistled bravely. Thomas tried to move quickly, but the worst was yet to come. Thomas was snowed under. Meanwhile, the other engines were waiting and waiting. They were grumbling about Thomas being late. Silence, said Sir Topham Hatt. Thomas left the station safely, but snow has brought the telephone lines down. What's a telephone line? We must assume he is stranded. The engines were all worried about Thomas, so the twins, Donald and Douglas, set out to find him. Soon, the twins came to a huge snowdrift. Hush, said Donald. I can hear something. Probably the wind, replied Douglas. Ugh, no, listen, insisted Donald. Look, someone's in there. Aye, it must be Thomas. The poor lad must be frozen to the frames in there. So together, the twins started to dig their way in. Ugh, I think I've hit something, said Donald. Ugh, let's bring him out, replied Douglas. So the engines pulled and pulled, and soon out came... Ugh, Sydney! What are you doing in there, lad? I forgot what I was doing in there. Ugh, this is ridiculous. We've got to go find Thomas. Well, there was another engine in there, in front of me. So the twins pushed on and on. I've got something, Dougie. Right, it must be Thomas. Let's pull him out. So the twins pulled and pulled until... Diesel, what are you doing in there? I'm full of surprises. We must find Thomas. Well, there was someone else in there in front of me. So the twins went in again and pulled out. Who are you? They call me the Rocket. I've been in there for a very long time. Ugh, this is ridiculous. Come on, Donnie. We've got to find Thomas. There was someone else in front of me in there. So the twins dug again and pulled out. Ah, thank you. Who are you? My name is Hero, but they used to call me the Master of the Railway. Ugh, how long have you been in there? A very, very long time. Ugh, how many engines are in there? So the twins pulled and pulled and pulled. Welcome, Stanley. Until they finally pulled out Thomas the Tank Engine. Wow, thanks a lot, guys. Now let's get back to Knapford. Later that night at Knapford Station, as Sir Topham Hatt lit the Christmas tree that Thomas had brought. 3 cheers for Thomas the Tank Engine, who made this all possible. And a special thank you to you two. You pulled more than half my engines out of snowdrifts today. Exactly how many engines were stuck in the snow? Ugh, we have no idea, Gordon. We just kept pulling and pulling until finally Thomas came out. We are just grateful he was the last one. Wait, I never said I was the last one in there. Say, has anyone seen Percy? Thomas, are you still in here? So cold.
Okay, so let's play.
And every Halloween, the ghost returns, sounding its horn as a stark warning to other engines. Boo! Percy, what are you talking about? The ghost train. Driver told me the story last night. Just thinking about it makes my wheels wobble. Percy, you're a silly little engine. There's no such thing as ghost trains. Percy went to find his driver. Thomas doesn't believe in ghosts. Neither do I. It was just a pretend story. Percy was disappointed. That evening, Percy was on his mail run. Percy liked doing the mail run at night. He knew his way around the tracks. At nighttime, Percy was king of the rails. Percy didn't know it, but a cart full of flour had broken down on the tracks. Percy was moving too fast to notice. Then there was trouble. Percy was covered in flour. So Percy went off to get help. Toby was quietly waiting on a siding. Hi, Toby. Ah, a ghost! No, Toby, it's Percy. I've been covered in flour. Percy's driver explained what had happened. You'd better clean Percy, said the signalman, or people will think he's a ghost. Oh, let's pretend I'm a ghost, said Percy. We can scare Thomas. That'll teach him for calling me a silly little engine. But if you want to pretend you're a ghost, then you are a silly little engine. Well, let's scare Thomas anyways. It works for me. So off Toby went to find Thomas. Thomas was waiting for his evening train when Toby showed up with the news. Thomas, Percy's been in an accident. Oh no! That means my train is going to be late. But there's something worse, Thomas. Percy says the reason he had an accident is because he saw a ghost. Oh, Toby, there is no such thing as ghosts. But then the engines heard a very scary noise. What was that? Thomas asked. Then Thomas saw a white engine move closer and closer. I am the ghost of mail trains past. Ghost train! And off Thomas went as fast as he could. Wow, Percy, exclaimed Toby. I think that worked a little too well. Yeah, said Percy. I hope Thomas is okay. Thomas puffed far and fast. He went as fast and as far as his little wheels would take him. He went up Gordon's Hill and all the way to the smelter's yard. Thomas was out of breath. I think I lost that ghost. That was very scary. I don't think that ghost is going to follow me here. Yep. I should be safe as long as I'm in the smelter's yard. I probably got worked up over nothing. I'm not afraid of any ghosts. Oh, hi, Thomas. I found the tarp that went missing last episode. What?
Okay, so let's play.
Henry was handsome, but Henry was vain. He never liked getting stuck in the rain. Henry would say of his beautiful sheen, I'm the handsomest engine that you've ever seen. Yes, the shiniest engine that ever was made. My coal must be of the highest high grade. But when he gets snooty, the other trains say, don't forget, Henry, being vain doesn't pay. The others remember that one dreary fall, when Henry was being the proudest of all. He was traveling fast and his cars were all full of passengers, which Henry just loved to pull. The journey was fine, but here is the wrinkle. On this cloudy day, it started to sprinkle. I mustn't get wet, Henry whined to his guard. My beautiful paint job will surely be marred. Thus, silly old Henry was blinded by pride. So he entered a tunnel and stopped just inside. What's going on? Called the riders and crew. We have places to be and big things to do. But Henry was firm. I am staying inside. He wouldn't listen as the passengers cried. They pushed and they pulled. They begged and cajoled. But Henry just would not do as he was told. Sir Topham Hatt said, we've tried and we've tried. If he will not move, then we'll block him inside. So his coal bin was emptied. His wheel cogs were locked. And Henry, inside the tunnel, was blocked. A non-working engine is quickly forgotten. And it wasn't long before Henry felt rotten. Weeks passed, and poor Henry was filled with despair. The engines passed by as if he wasn't there. Seeing Gordon and Edward still working so bustily made Henry ashamed. He acted so fussily. But to Henry's good fortune, one day things went wrong. The express pulled by Gordon was rushing along when out in the country, a long way from town, his water pipe burst. He began to slow down. No water, no steam. and no steam means no go. Oh, what will I do? Gordon wanted to know. There's no other engine to handle this mess, for Edward's too little to pull the express. But what about Henry? Is he strong enough? Perhaps he is. The tunnel was opened and Henry appeared. He was covered with grime and his paint was all smeared. But he was so glad to be running again that he pulled with the strength of 10,000 men. The express reached the station a little bit late, and Henry, though dirty, was feeling first rate. And just to reward him and pay him his due, a fresh coat of paint, this time blue. But blue didn't suit him. He much preferred green. So again they repainted. This time he felt keen. And so Henry learned it's best not to be vain, though he still really hates getting stuck in the rain. And fussy he may be, but nevertheless, Henry will help you get out of a mess.
Okay, so let's play.
It was a beautiful day on the island of Sodor. Gordon was pulling his express onto the express line. Little did he know there was a weak spot in the track. As Gordon thundered down the line, the track gave way. Oh, the indignity. I seem to be stuck. Thomas had to come and fetch Gordon's passengers. Do you smell that? He asked Annie and Clarabelle. I don't smell anything, replied Gordon, who was still quite stuck. It smells like ditch water, Thomas remarked. And before Gordon could reply to this insult, Thomas hurried away. Annie and Clarabelle could hardly believe their ears. Thomas, that was rude, remarked Clarabelle. I'm very ashamed, said Annie. But Thomas didn't care one bit. He thought he was being funny. Thomas was quite pleased with himself. Annie and Clarabelle were shocked. They had great respect for Gordon. He uncoupled from the cars, and off he went to collect some cars at a mine. Long ago, miners digging for gold made huge tunnels down into the ground. Their tracks are strong enough to hold the weight of cars, but not engines. There are many signs telling engines not to go in the mine. Danger, no entry. Warning, no trespassing. Silly warning signs, thought Thomas. So Thomas ignored the signs. Thomas began to collect the mine cars. The tracks creaked and cracked as he went over them. Slowly but surely, however, Thomas collected all the mine cars safely. I did it, said Thomas. Thomas was feeling quite pleased with himself. But as he was pulling out of the mine, he felt a firm bump from behind. What's going on? Thomas thought to himself. Then there was trouble. Oh no! Somebody pushed me down the mine. But who? Then, from all the way up the top of the mine shaft, came a voice. It was me. Ryan. But why? I've always been so kind to you. I'm tired of being the butt of all your jokes, Thomas. The way you treat other engines is despicable. It's time for a new #1 engine on Sodor. Me. Well, you can't keep me in here, Ryan. And who's gonna stop me, Thomas? You? And with that, Ryan slowly backed out of the mine. Oh no. Am I trapped in a mine? Forever? Knapford Station was very busy, but Sir Topham Hatt was not in a good mood. Where is Thomas the Tank Engine? He should have been here by now. Have you checked the ditch, sir? Well, here I am, sir, came a voice that was not Thomas. Ryan, I'm not looking for you. I'm looking for Thomas. Well, I'm not sure where Thomas is, sir, but I'm here. And I'd be happy to take Annie and Clarabelle on the branch line. But of course that means I'll have to leave these candy cars here. Are you trying to bribe me with candy? Yes. It worked. So Ryan took Annie and Clarabelle out on the branch line. Good morning, ladies. You two are looking lovely today. Oh, such good manners. We certainly like you, Ryan. Meanwhile, Thomas was stuck at the bottom of a mine. I wonder if anyone else knows I'm down here. There's very little light, no coal, no water, no schedule to keep, no stops to make, no devious diesels, no bossy tender engines. You know, maybe this isn't so bad after all. Meanwhile, Ryan was enjoying his branch line. Good morning, Daisy. Ryan, good to see you. What happened to Thomas? I'm not too sure, but Sir Topham Hatt let me take Annie and Clarabelle this morning. That's just wonderful, Ryan. I'm sure you're doing an excellent job. You know, Ryan, since you're on Thomas's line now, would you mind taking my passengers on your train? I'm sure they'd be much more comfortable on your cars. I'm afraid my springs might have sprung. Okay, Daisy. I'm happy to help. So Daisy's passengers boarded Annie and Clarabelle, and off Ryan chuffed further down his branch line. Daisy, are you having problems with your springs? No, Bertie. I just didn't feel like taking them. Soon, Ryan made his way to Sodor Station, where Dennis was waiting. Hello, Ryan. Where's Thomas? I'm not sure, Dennis. I've got his branch line today. That's wonderful. I know you'll do very well. Thank you, Dennis. Ryan, I seem to be having some engine problems. Would you mind pulling my cars? Since you're going down this branch line anyways. Sure thing, Dennis. Happy to help. So off Ryan went, pulling Dennis's cars. As Ryan stopped by more stations and talked to more engines, he soon got more cars to pull. Wow, there sure are a lot of breakdowns today. And Ryan slowly puffed away, pulling a long train after him. Soon, James pulled into Knapford Station. Hey, everybody. Guess what? I tricked Ryan into pulling my cars. Oh, and Thomas is missing. What? Thomas is missing? But he's my best friend. Does anyone know where Thomas is? Nope. No idea. James, this is important news. How did you trick Ryan into pulling your cars? I told him I was broke down. So did every other engine along the branch line. It's a bit of an ongoing joke. Isn't anyone concerned about where Thomas might be? So how many cars was he pulling? Well, they might not care where Thomas is, but I'll never give up on my best friend. After a long day, Ryan headed back to his shed. He was upset. All those other engines were taking advantage of me. I had to do all their work for them. I didn't think it would be this hard to be the #1 engine on Sodor. I wish I never pushed Thomas down that mine. Later on, at the Vickerstown Diesel Works. Well. Thomas is stuck down a mine shaft. That's what Ryan said, Diesel 10. Without Thomas, the Steamies are leaderless. Soon, the island of Sodor will be ours! Diesel 10 had gathered all the diesels in Vickerstown. It's time to take over Sodor. Without Thomas, nothing can stop us. All the diesels agreed. They were all ready to cause confusion and delay. We'll attack them in teams. Move out. Be quick and be quiet. Meanwhile, Percy was searching the island for Thomas. He didn't know Thomas was stuck down a mine shaft. Oh, don't worry, kids. I love the peace and quiet down here. Meanwhile, the steamies started chugging around Sodor. He didn't know that the diesels were ready to get him. Oh, the indignity. Why did you derail me? Diesels are taking over, Gordon. Without Thomas, there's no one to stop us. Toby was climbing to the top of Gordon's hill. Hi, Sydney. What are you doing up here? Sydney! Why? I forgot why I was supposed to crash you. James was pulling freight when he stumbled on Splatter and Dodge. Wow! I haven't seen you guys in forever. What are you doing here? Diesel 10 sent us to get you, James. We think this is the end of the line for you. Uh-oh, I'm out of here. James took off, with Splatter chasing him. James climbed up a huge hill. I think I lost him, but as he came down the hill, Splatter popped out from underneath. More steamies ventured out on their own. The more they got crashed off by diesels.
This is very, very bad.
Percy was still chuffing along. He didn't know the diesels were acting mean. He was still looking for his best friend Thomas. Paxton, have you seen Thomas? Thomas? Oh, haven't you heard, Percy? Thomas is stuck down a mine. Really? Who told you that? Ryan. Not that it matters, Percy. Soon the island of Sodor will be nothing but diesels. Percy knew he was in danger. As Paxton oiled himself forward, Percy quickly switched tracks and drove away. As Paxton gave chase, Percy passed through a canyon. Seeing a giant boulder on top, he whistled as loud as he could. With Paxton taken out by a boulder, Percy was even more determined to find Thomas. Percy was looking for Ryan. I knew that Ryan was no good. He soon found Ryan in his shed. Ryan, where's Thomas? How should I know where Thomas is? I'm the one that had to take over his branch line, remember? Paxton said he was down a mine shaft. Do you know anything about that? How did Paxton know about that? Aha! I knew you had something to do with it. I wanted to be the #1 engine on Sodor. I did something terrible. I pushed Thomas down Morgan's mine. I'm so sorry, Percy. You have to rescue him. So Percy raced as fast as he could to Morgan's mine. Percy slowly came into Morgan's mine. Thomas, are you down here? I'm down here, Percy. Diesel 10 has ordered all the diesels to attack us. The diesels are always up to something. But we're being derailed. Soon the diesels will have the entire island. Actually, you can leave me down here. I'm quite happy. Let Ryan handle it. I'm sure he's capable. We need you. I'm not going back up there, Percy. I'm staying right where I am. But, you have to come. Percy was trying to convince Thomas to come out of the mine. But Thomas didn't want to leave. He was happy not having any responsibilities. But you have to come out, Thomas. My mind is made up, Percy. I'm gonna stay down here. Then I'll save Sodor from the diesels. You can handle it, Percy. You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm sure I'll think of something. Goodbye, Percy, and good luck. And with that, Percy backed out of the mine. But as Percy left the mine shaft, Thomas heard a strange noise. Hello? Is anyone there? Meanwhile, in Vickerstown, Diesel 10 was claiming victory over the Steamies. The island of Sodor is ours! Nobody can stop us now. Just then, Paxton rolled into the diesel works. Diesel 10? Percy escaped me. I don't know where he is. What? How dare you fail me? We must stop Percy. Den, Dart, go find Percy wherever he is. Den and Dart left to find Percy. Meanwhile, Percy raced across the island of Sodor. If Thomas won't come out of the mine, then it's up to me. I must find all the steamies on the island. We have to stand united against the diesels. I'll start with Ryan. Soon, Percy was at Ryan's shed again. Ryan, I need your help. Thomas won't come out of the mine. We have to find the rest of the steamies. It's up to us to defeat the diesels. Okay, Percy, I'm with you. I know Harvey's still on tracks. Meanwhile, down in the mine. Hi, how's it going? My name's Thomas. What's yours? My name's Steven, but they call me the Rocket. Wow, the Rocket. How'd you get that nickname? Well, I'd be happy to tell you. It all started in 1829. I was built by a man named Robert Stevenson. And I competed in a series of these
and talked.
Rain Hill. I ended up winning. After that, I was put to work at the harbors. I only have a single pair of driving wheels. That's very interesting, Stephen. I think I'd like to get some rest now. Did you know I use a multi-tubular boiler design? That included 25 copper fire tubes. Percy and Ryan soon came across Harvey. They soon explained the situation and encouraged Harvey to help them. Well, I don't know how much help I will be. I'm better at repairing engines, with my hook and all. I'm a most singular engine. Maybe Harvey can go down the mine and get Thomas back on track. Thomas is happy down the mine. We already tried that. Well, maybe I should apologize to him. I did something bad, and I need to make it right again. That sounds like a grand idea. Well, I guess it's worth a try. Let's all head to the mine. The three friends soon raced towards the mine. But they soon came across Den and Dart. Diesel 10's been looking for you, Percy. What we mean to say is, it's the last stop for you, Percy. Percy was brave. Ryan, you and Harvey must hurry to the mine. I'll distract the diesels. Ryan and Harvey backed away as Percy confronted the diesels. You may take our coal, you may take our water, but you'll never take our mail cars! With Percy derailed, the two diesels went back to Vickerstown. Ryan and Harvey raced towards the mine. My pistons are connected directly to the driving wheels. My firebox is separate from the boiler, and it's double-walled. Local landowners are already familiar with the dark clouds of smoke from coal-fired stationary engines. Thomas, are you down there? Yep, I'm ready to leave. I'm sorry, Thomas. I'm sorry I was so jealous of you, and that I pushed you down this mine. It's okay, you're forgiven. Just get me out of here. Please, Thomas, let me make this right. I'll do whatever it takes to convince you to get out of here. No need to convince me. I'm ready to go. Please forgive me. Waiting to get out of here. Come on down and get me out. I want to be friends. Sodor needs you. I don't think you're listening. I'm telling you I'm ready to leave. I'm gonna send Harvey down. Maybe he can talk some sense into you. Great, send Harvey down. So down Harvey went into the mine. Oh, Thomas. And who's this? Don't ask, Harvey. Just get me out of here. After Harvey pulled Thomas out of the mine, the three engines decided what to do next. We must find the other steamies. We can't let Diesel 10 take over the island. Meanwhile, Den and Dart returned to the diesel works. Percy has been defeated. The island of Sodor is ours! So as the diesels celebrated, Thomas rallied the steamies together. Let's go destroy the steamworks. Not so fast, Diesel 10. I'm still the #1 engine on Sodor. Then it begins, Thomas. The final battle. Thomas and the Steamies were face to face with Diesel 10 and the Diesels. Prepare for the final battle. Let's go, Steam Team. Then there was trouble. Dennis was sleeping by Ryan's shed. What happened? Ach, Donny, they've got Spencer. Let's get them, Dougie. They got Billy. Let's get him, girls. Uh-oh. Well, at least we know why they call him Splatter. As the ladies of Sodor descended on the Diesels, Thomas addressed Diesel 10. It's all over, Diesel 10. You'll never take over Sodor. You'll have to catch me to stop me, Thomas. And with that, Diesel 10 fled. I have to go after him. As long as Diesel 10 roams the rails, we'll never be free of him. I'm going with you, Thomas. We'll defeat him together. Okay, Ryan. Two engines raced the rails. Soon the two engines arrived all the way back at the old mine. Gee, Ryan, I don't see Diesel 10 anywhere. Ryan! Well, Thomas. We're finally alone at last. Give it up, Diesel 10. Diesels will never take over the railway. Diesel 10 extended Pinchy. Pinchy's hungry! Thomas backed away as Diesel 10 approached. All of a sudden, they heard a noise from above. It was Harold the helicopter. Sorry I blew you off track, Thomas. Oh, that's okay, Harold. As long as we stop Diesel 10. Oh, I'm sure we did, Thomas. I don't think you'll be pinching anyone for a long time. Oh, Pinchy. Later on at Tibbet's sheds. Wow, guys. That really got out of control. You're quite right. We almost lost the island of Sodor. I was very, very scared. Well, I'm sure there's a lesson to be learned in there somewhere. We learned to appreciate you, little Thomas. Even the biggest engines can appreciate the small ones. And I learned a lot from you, Percy. I learned how important it is to have a best friend who believes in you and who never gives up on you, even if you're stuck down a mine. Thank you, Thomas, but I can't take all the credit. Ryan helped too. Oh yeah, Ryan. I wonder what happened to that guy. Wow, where am I? Hello there. Whoa, who are you? My name's Steven, but they call me the Rocket. Wow, the Rocket. How long have you been down here? Well, it all started in 1829.